And this is a little bit of a fiery aspect, has a fiery aspect to it. It is in Aries, but there are also some other planets that have other aspects that are arguing a little bit. So it's important during this time period, the 15th, 16th, just to be really mindful of what you're thinking, what you're feeling, because that has the power, a lot of power, to manifest consciously or unconsciously. So whatever's going on in your inner world can reflect what you're thinking. And the super full moon will help that to happen. So, maybe 1 minute you're feeling a little bit up during these couple days, 1 minute you're feeling a little bit down. Just to know that, and know that this moon has the power of transformation, because it feels like you could be pushing yourself through a discomfort zone, or maybe a couple. But when you push yourself through a discomfort zone, and you need to, but you don't want to, but you say, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and do it and suck it up and do it. It's like exercising. And people get back into it after they haven't done it for a while, and they push themselves that extra half mile, or they lift some weights to make their muscles, stand out more, have a firm body, but also to protect your bones. And you're sore at the end of the day. It's like, ow, that hurts. But you keep pushing yourself, you keep doing it. And then you start to see the fruits of your labor. You start to see that, wow, my physique looks better. My posture's better. I want to eat better food, healthier food, maybe eat more. I wanted to say more food, but you could want to eat more if you're exercising more, because you're burning more calories. But that's going towards a good reflection on what you're doing mentally. And this is what this is about, is having the mental courage to go ahead and push forward. It may feel a little like, oh, it's out of my comfort zone, but that's okay, because once you do that, you will see success. And it's staying on the positive path during this full moon period, because this is the moon that's called the power of transformation. All right. Okay, so the first card that came up for you this reading, Taurus, is the Ten of Swords, and it came up in reverse. So normally it looks like this, and what it is about is the finality, the end of a bad situation or a difficult situation. And you're just ready to say, okay, this is it. I've had it. I've done it. It's the end. And normally in traditional tarot, this card is a little bit more violent looking. It's usually a person lying face down on the ground with 10 swords in their back and blood. This one's not quite that way, but it is about understanding and receiving that the ace comes next, and that's new beginnings. Now, this was in reverse, so it feels to me like that a couple things. This could be that the difficult situation maybe has not been as hard as what you thought, and it's been a transition, or it could be that you've already pushed through it and you're starting to see happier times. So that could be, so anytime that, you changed careers, you've changed, relationships have ended, or you've been hurt, or, unfortunately, some people physically harmed. I'm getting that with some people. You move past that situation. You're now in a mode of you're ready to get past that and move into more happy times. And what's interesting is the next card reflects that, the ultimate of that being the Sun card. And the Sun card is just being very optimistic about where you are in life, being optimistic about your home, your property, your finances, feeling good about it. As you can see, there's a lot of yellow in it. Yellow denotes cheerfulness, happiness, creativity. Yellow, oftentimes, if you have a 3 life path or were born on the 3rd, 3 in numerology connects with the color yellow and inspires us to be creative, as does orange. But it's just sunshine, hope, feeling good, happiness. Maybe all this is past. You're thinking, okay, I did push through. I'm feeling good about where I live, what I'm doing in life, my surroundings. I love these sunflowers. This always makes me feel cheerful and happy. And I think that's why the artist put them in here, in this particular card. And there's a bird flying above with the sun shining down. And what's interesting too is I have a piece of jade here. And jade is a green stone, of course. It's also about manifesting. So manifesting from the heart. So maybe you're feeling good about what you've manifested. Okay, and then the third card that came up is the card of Temperance in traditional tarot. And this is a very detailed, interesting card to me. As you can see, she's mixing different spices together. She has out her jars of it looks like spice to me. She has her flowers. She has different ingredients in her candle. And then you can see the fairies sitting around her. So really what she's doing is she's bridging the spiritual and the material together. She's working both worlds. She's combining the two worlds together. So this oftentimes is a card of someone who's good in communication, someone who has good people skills, and someone who generates ideas. Like say you're working with a company and you come up with some awesome ideas that everybody else can benefit from. And that's, feels like that's what she's doing because she's listening to her spirit guides that are around her, the fairies, and yet she's working in a practical way. So she's listening to guidance. She's listening to her intuitive messages. She's going with that third chakra, inner power, inner strength, and manifesting. So I feel like that some of you may have a little bit of a hiccup just right around the 15th, 16th, but it's not and I said and twice and you get past this and you start feeling very sunny and happy about your surroundings and about the people that you communicate with. Some support, possibly some acknowledgement, feeling good about it. So let's pull some clarification cards and just see let's see what this is about the 10 of Swords being in reverse. What is that about? Well, one of the clarification cards is the 5 of Swords. So it could have been in the past, and it feels like Taurus, this has come up for you all before. I'm not sure, but you can leave it in the comments below. But the 5 of Swords has to do with competition or competition of ideas. And someone finally taking a stance and saying, no, I'm the winner. And these other guys feel like, okay, I've taken a blow and I'm not going to argue with you anymore. Now, this could be you, or this could be someone that you've had to deal with. This is interesting. These are both sword cards. So it could be that you're feeling like you've been in a little bit of a battle, so you just need to get through that. That's made you want to end that type of feeling so that you can feel this 4 of Rods, which is an awesome card. The 4 of Rods is about creative inspiration and seeing your work and your ideas move forward into what I was talking about here, into acknowledgement and success, and see how happy these women are. And they're seeing this wreath always points to the direction of celebration to me whenever I see wreaths in a card. And as you can see, in both of these cards are different decks. But flowers here, flowers here, flowers here. So these flowers look an awful lot. They're not alike, but they're both yellow, and then flowers here. So it feels to me like blossoming, blooming, this transition, this transformation can really motivate you and inspire you to expand and grow your, not only your finances, but where you live. Where you live is going to be awfully important to you. So make it happy surroundings. You might want to plant some flowers. You may want to bring a plant in, or at least on the outside of your house or your apartment, put a potted plant out if it can live through the, the cold. Because there is a lot of nature in this particular card. Okay, Taurus, I'm going to add up the 3 cards for you. This is the 10, and 9 is 29, and 29 and 14 is what, 33, right? Well, 33 is a master number. And I love 33s because they are always the kind that say, hey, come on over to my house. Let's have a bite to eat. They're very warm, welcome type of people, very creative people as well. And then when you add the 3 and the 3 together, it's a 6. So it is about, your home and your where you live and feeling responsible and happy about your home life. So take care of yourself in the meantime as well during the rest of the month of October, your physical self. Always take care of your body. I find sometimes 6 life paths are very giving, caring people, but they need to remember to put themselves in front of the line and take care of their needs so that they are there for others. Okay, Taurus, if you'd like your own personal private reading and see what you're manifesting here and talk about communication and what it is you want to communicate to others about, because you're really in a place of doing that now, then you can reach me at themagicalmatrix@gmail.com, or you can go on my website, taraventura.com, and take a look around at my services, my menu of services and testimonials, and there's a scheduler on there that you can schedule a time that's good for you. I would love to do that with you.